I just got in a bunch of stuff from TLF, which is my favorite athleisure workout clothing brand. I have been wearing TLF since I think 2019. Most of what I wear is TLF, or at all times I'm at least wearing one item from TLF. It's so good. So let the try on haul begin. Okay, so I'm trying on the Tempo. This is a set. This is in the color dark oak. I'm trying this on first because I was most excited about this. I love, I'll show you all from a different angle, but I love that like yoga pants are back in style. And then I love this. I feel like that's so flattering on anybody. And then TLF, one of my favorite things about them is they don't do a middle seam. Who is still designing workout clothes with a middle seam? Can we have a chat about that? Because it's not great, especially if you've popped out kids. It ain't great. So I love TLF. Honestly, that may be the main reason that I love their leggings. There's no middle seam. So love these, super flattering on the tushy. I like where this is cut. And then I'll show y'all from a different angle in a second. This is the jacket that goes with it. So both of these are from their Tempo collection, which is my favorite collection out of all of the TLF collections. Their Tempo stuff, I think that it's the best. So this jacket goes with it. You know, there's thumb holes. And it's kind of a good length. It's not too long, but it's not like super cropped, you know? So this is the set together. This is the Tempo flared legging and the Tempo crop, I think, zipped jacket in dark oak. So here it is in a different angle, full length, so that you can get the whole idea. Just for reference, I'm 5'4", and they do kind of touch the ground a little bit, but I mean, like with tennis shoes on, it'd be perfect. So this is it. You can see it's got that V cut, which I just think looks so good on everybody. And then fun little, you know, I don't know, fashion cross stitching, whatever you call that. Perfect little flare. And then it looks great on the booty. So this is the first set. This is the one that I was most excited about. These are the Tempo, again, I love the Tempo line, the Tempo side pocket crossover leggings. So again, they have that crossover waistband, and then these have pockets, which is the best. Who doesn't want pockets in their pants and their shorts and their dresses and everything? So basically similar style as the flare pants. They just have the pockets, and then since they're not flare pants, they're leggings. So from this angle, again, love this. I love this. It's not too much of a big one, you know? It's like the perfect little crossover. So this bra is actually TLF as well. It's very old TLF, but love that. And they hit at a good length for, again, somebody who's 5'4". Okay, so I really went for a theme here. I saw the crossover style and I was like, let's get the crossover style. So these are literally the shorts of what I just had on. So Tempo collection, the crossover side pocket, they just are the shorts and not the pants. And for reference, all of this is squat proof. I feel like that's always a question. Squat proof, very important, right? I love this length. Let me see if it says, oh, this color's dark cherry, by the way. I can't remember what the length is of these shorts, but I love this length. They have, I think, 4-inch and 6-inch, so this is probably the 6-inch. I love this because I'm actually like a shorts girly. So like when I'm working out, I kind of, you know, they ride up, I kind of like them to be here. I was a gymnast and then ran track my whole life, so I was used to like bare minimum clothing. And so that's kind of how I prefer it, like literally right here. But I'm also a mom, and a lot of times I go straight from like a workout to pick up the boys, or I'm out and about with the boys, and like this, you know, doesn't scream mom of 2 boys. And so I like this Tempo, or this TLF shorts length, because if I want, I can now make them like this. And hear me out. This is not to say that moms can't wear whatever they want and what makes them feel good, But you know, sometimes it just feels better to be dressed a certain way as a mom, especially if you've got 2 boys, you know? So that's why I love this shorts length from TLF. So here's the shorts version of the Tempo side pocket crossover leggings in dark cherry. And then last but not least, I'm very excited about these because my favorite color is yellow. So look at them. They're such a pretty yellow. They're like a very faint, pale, I don't know what yellow this is. Let's see what they're called. Limoncello. They're giving limoncello. They don't have the crossover. Obviously, they do have like the thick waistband though, which I love. This is, again, the Tempo collection. Their Tempo collection is so good. And these are 6-inch again, so same thing. You know, if you want to make them longer, you can do so. If you want to keep them a little bit more ridden up and wear them this way, you can do so. But just so good on the tushy. They're squat proof as well. I love them. I love them. Imagine when it's summer and I'm tan. Anyways, this is it. This is my haul. It's literally all Tempo collection. My code is BA15 Pruitt right here, and it's linked below. But TLF, I have been using their workout clothing, like not even working with them. I've been using their workout clothing it's 2024. I've been using it since 2019, and it still is my favorite brand out of all of them that I've tried. And listen, I've been in fitness for over a decade, so I've tried all of them. So if you haven't tried TLF, try it out. I advise starting with the Tempo collection, but it's all so flattering. They have fun colors, fun styles. It's a good brand. All right, y'all, we've got a deep core workout. I love a deep core workout because a deep core workout is a workout that everybody not only can do, but needs to do. So this is actually pretty early postpartum safe. I don't recommend it for pregnancy, but if you've at least begun your postpartum recovery journey and you have done diaphragmatic breathing work and mobility work, and you've been able to make that connection again, then you are safe to begin this workout. So we're gonna go through a quick warm-up, and a warm-up for a core workout is gonna look like some diaphragmatic breathing and some mobility. So this should be fairly quick. We're gonna go through a few exercises for that breathing, and then a few exercises for mobility, and then we're gonna get into the actual workout portion itself. So let's start with diaphragmatic breathing. Diaphragmatic breathing, for those of you who are new to it, is a basically 360-degree breath. We're incorporating our rib cage, our belly, our back, and our pelvic floor, okay? This is the most important exercise that you can do really during pregnancy and early postpartum. And it's great to get that core activated and ready to go. Before diving into that though, we are gonna start with mobility. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So go ahead and drop it down. We'll go through just a quick mobility. We're gonna start with 5 cat-cow. So inhale, as we inhale, we're gonna relax, open up that pelvic floor, okay? And then exhale, contract that pelvic floor and engage, all right? So inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, 2 more. Inhale, exhale. All right, from there, let's go ahead and loosen up that pelvic floor again. Just kind of wiggle those hips side to side for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then let's do kind of a child's pose variation, but also including internal and external rotation. This is great for opening up the pelvis, hip mobility, and just loosening up the hip joints. So we're going to inhale, notice my feet go out with this for internal rotation, and then exhale, bring it back. Inhale, shift back, and exhale. We're gonna go for 5 here. There's 3, 2, and 1. Great job, y'all. And then let's get a little thoracic mobility in. Grab something, whether you've actually got a yoga block, a small pillow, a small ball, which we will need at some point in this workout. We're gonna do open book stretch, which is amazing for everybody, but it's especially amazing for nursing moms because we are in those hunched over positions a lot. So we're gonna use this, but also incorporate some diaphragmatic breathing with it. So that bottom leg is laying down straight, that top leg is up on top at a 90-degree angle. So we are going to inhale. As we inhale, we're reaching across for that thoracic mobility. We're breathing into our rib cage, so our rib cage is expanding, our belly is expanding, our back is expanding, and then we're going to cross back over and exhale. On that exhale, we are bringing our belly in, our pelvic floor up as it can be in this relaxed position, our rib cage in and down, okay? So let's do that again. Inhale, expand, and exhale, bring it all in. Inhale, and we're going for 5 each side. That was 3. Awesome. So same thing, but switch sides. Okay, so that bottom leg is laying down flat on the ground. That top leg is up at a 90-degree angle. All right, we are inhaling. Expand, that belly is opening up, rib cage is expanding, and exhale, bring it all in and down. Think about that rib cage coming down. 2 more. Feel everything opening up, bringing it in. And 5. All right, great job, y'all. Let's do one more mobility stretch, and then we'll go into more diaphragmatic breathing. We're gonna go into 90-90 hip switches, so each leg is at 90 degrees, and then switch. We're going for 12 total. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Get as much range of motion here as you can. 11 and 12. Okay, so quickly to go through diaphragmatic breathing, really just to fire up that core and to make sure you're capable of making that connection with that 360-degree breath. So, as I kind of explained on the open book stretch, with a 360-degree diaphragmatic breathing or diaphragmatic breath, we are breathing into a circle. Think about there being a circle around your body, okay? So on that inhale, our rib cage is expanding, our belly is expanding, we're breathing into our back, and our pelvic floor is releasing and dropping down. On that exhale, we're bringing it up, rib cage down, belly and back in, okay? So, inhale, and exhale, all right? We're gonna go for 3 more. Inhale, relax, expand, drop it down, and exhale, drawing from the pelvic floor up, scooping up that blueberry. One more. Gonna get up a little bit closer so that y'all can see. Here we go. And you can see that rib cage come down as well. All right, we're gonna do it in one more position and then get started. When it comes to diaphragmatic breathing, making sure that you can do it in multiple positions is important because some positions are harder than others. One position, like the one that we just did, you may find easy. The next one you may find challenging. You wanna make sure that you can do it side lying, on your back, kneeling, standing, all different positions, okay? So go ahead and drop it down on all 4s. We're going to inhale, relax, and then okay? So think about, in terms of engaging your belly, I love this position to work on diaphragmatic breathing because you can really focus on that core or that belly engagement and drawing that belly in. Think about it as though there is a string attached to your belly button. So on that exhale, which is when we engage, you are pulling it up through your spine, okay? 3 more. One more. Awesome job, y'all. All right, so actual workout portion of this. Our first exercise I kind of want to use as basically like a core motivation or activation, a core activation, just to kind of get that engagement really connected, make sure we've really got that, that control over that core engagement, make sure that it's ready to go. So we're gonna lie on our back and do 2 rounds of 30 seconds supine adductor squeezes. So grab a ball for this, or a small pillow, anything like that that you can squeeze, yoga block, anything that you can squeeze in between your knees. And we're gonna focus on making that deep core connection. So on your back, if you're early postpartum, make sure you're laying on your side and then rolling over just to protect the integrity of your core. Ignore that for a second. Before getting started, I want you to make sure that core is engaged. So that diaphragmatic breath that we just did, make that happen, okay? Lower back is pressed against the ground. You're gonna bring your knees up to 90 degrees and place whatever object you're using in between your knees. So we're maintaining this core engagement the whole time, but we're including little inhales and little exhales, okay? So on that inhale, we're slightly expanding and relaxing. On that exhale, we're engaging and squeezing the ball, okay? We've got 30 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Inhale and exhale. Squeeze it all together. Inhale. Expand and then exhale. This is slow. This is slow. It does not need to be a quick movement. I want you focusing on making that engagement. If you get 4 reps, but you know that you've got that engagement down pat, I'm happy with that. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job, Elle. Okay, we're gonna take about a 10-second rest and then repeat. Focus on that connection. If you need to do mind to muscle connection, if you need to visualize the blueberry being engaged or pulled up, whatever it takes, just make sure, at least on this round, you've got that connection made. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. If you need to feel for reassurance, do so. You should be able to feel those adductors firing up. 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get started. Hopefully you feel like that core is activated, it's ready to go. Our first exercise we can actually stay on the ground for. You are going to need a long band. We are doing 3 sets of 12 total, so it's just 6 each side. Heel slides with a band pull apart. This exercise specifically is great for that deep core. TBA is the deepest layer of our core, and pelvic floor strength. It's also really great for specifically upper diastasis recti because of that band pull apart. That band pull apart encourages our ribs to come down, which can help in closing that upper diastasis recti. So let's get to that. Before getting started, again, make sure that core is engaged. We've got a neutral pelvis. Bring those knees up to 90, okay? Oh no, sorry, they're on the ground. They're on the ground. We are doing a heel slide, okay, while doing a band pull apart, all right? Lots of sling work with this, making sure we're really, really recruiting our deep core and our pelvic floor. Okay, we're going to exhale as we pull apart and extend our leg. Inhale as we return to starting position. All right, y'all, here we go. Exhale, inhale. On this exercise, think about your core as a zipper. So that zipper is starting from the pelvic floor up, zipping up to the top. Okay, zip, and then unzip. Zip, unzip. Take it as slow as you need to. Visualize that ribcage coming down. And there's 12. Okay, go ahead and sit up or roll over and push yourself up if you're early postpartum. Just to relax for a second. We have 2 more sets of that same idea. If you need to close your eyes to focus on that connection, if you need to make a stronger exhale like I'm doing, do whatever it takes to ensure you are getting that connection down pat. If you need to slow it down to do so, whatever it takes, y'all. All right, let's do that second set. So before getting started, zip it up. Rib cage comes down and in. That pelvic floor, or sorry, that lower back is on the ground. Here we go. Inhale, breathing into it, expanding, and exhale, zipping it up. Firing up that deep core, initiating that breath with your TVAs. Almost done. There's 11 and 12. Awesome job, ladies. All right, y'all. We have 1 more set there. I'm gonna grab a sip of water. You do the same if you need it. And we'll move on to finishing up the second one. And then we have 3 more exercises that we're going to go through, which may sound like a lot, but it's actually going to go by pretty quickly. All right, final set here. Here we go. Oops. Think about that zipper. One more. Awesome job, ladies. Okay, next up, we have got 3 sets of 5 quadruped ball push with glute raise. So again, I mentioned sling work. Sling work is essentially working on opposite sides, making that full body connection. Okay, so we're going to be doing a right arm ball push. So you'll need a ball, pillow, whatever you previously used. For this exercise. So a right arm ball push with a left leg glute raise. Okay, so working on all the things. We are in a tabletop position. So for this, we're inhaling like we were talking about the whole time, and then exhaling and engaging that core while pushing on this ball. Okay, to spice it up a bit, we're going to add a little bit of work on our lower body, okay? So it's 3 sets of 5 each side. Let's go ahead and get started with that. So inhale and exhale. Inhale, make that big connection, full body connection. Hips are square. 5, all right. Switch sides. Make sure those hips are square, reset it up, extend that leg to get started. Inhale, release, and exhale. Inhale, we're still focusing on zipping up that core, even though we're not in a supine position anymore. That is still what I want you visualizing and thinking through, all right? That was our first set. Keeping reps small here because I want to make sure everybody feels good with this and is able to make these connections. And it would be nice to have like a 20-minute core video instead of 30 or 40, you know? All right, so go back to that original arm. Square up those hips. Extend the left leg, making sure hips remain square. Inhale, relaxing, and exhale. Bring it all together. Exhale, zip it up. Really push on that ball. 4 and 5. Switch sides. Again, getting it reset up so you're ready. And 5. Okay, how are we feeling, ladies? Are you feeling like you're making that connection? Are you feeling, especially with an exercise that's really working on some sling work, that you're able to connect to the right side while working the left side, while also engaging the core? It's a lot working at once. Sling work is so beneficial for everyday movements, literally taking steps, walking up the stairs. All right, here we go, final set of this. Sides. Here we go. Remember, hips stay square throughout the whole move. That happens with deep core engagement and control, hip stability. One more. All right. Awesome job. You'll have 2 more exercises. This next one is one of my favorites for deep core. It's kind of a sneaky deep core exercise. It doesn't really scream deep core, but it is deep core. It's so great. It is, again, working on that sling work. So this is some posterior oblique sling work. What we're going to do here is set up something to create a step up or incline with. We're doing 3 sets of 6 each side right here. We're going to do a lateral step up, which is great for the glutes, and glute strength is great for pelvic floor strength. So lateral step up while doing an arm, opposite arm as leg. So square up those hips. We are inhaling and then exhaling, okay? The further you are away from whatever your band is tied to, the harder it's going to be. So if you are earlier postpartum, I advise you to scoot up closer so that there's a little bit more slack and less resistance. Inhale and exhale. Feel it all coming together. So inhale, relax, and exhale, engage. One more. 6. Okay, good job. In order to make this work, you are going to have to scooch your bench over. We're going to switch to the other side. So now right leg step up, left arm row. Think about it all coming together and meeting in the center. That's kind of the visual that I like to use for this one. So inhale and exhale. It's all coming together as we step up and exhale. And as you progress, because as with anything, core strength and core rehab, 5, one more, is all about progressive overload. You're not going to make progress if you aren't including progressive overload in your journey. So as you progress, a variation of progressive overload with this would be adding a weight to the arm that is not doing the rowing. All right? So hips are square to get started. We're going back to that first side. Here we go. Exhale. Bring it all in together. Inhale and exhale. Nice and controlled, focusing on that core. That is, after all, what this workout is about. Yes, we are doing lower body work. Yes, we are doing upper body work with this exercise, but this is mostly a core movement, all right? So that is where I want your focus to be, that mind to muscle connection instead of your glutes, instead of your back with the row. I want it to be your core, all right? Here we go. Inhale and core, core, core. Exhale. Inhale. That was 6. All right, ladies, we're gonna take a few seconds rest because we're moving fast. I know if you are earlier postpartum, you are gonna wanna take this a little bit slower. And if you're not early postpartum, if this is feeling easy, great. Add a weight to this. Make it more challenging, okay? We have our final set of this, and then we're gonna knock out our We can call it a finisher if we want. We're doing just 2 rounds of a 30-second exercise. So we are very close to being done. Let's knock out this final set here. Hips are squared to begin. All right, inhale and driving with the active leg, making that full extension with the row. Exhale. Inhale. Nice and controlled. All right. And our final set, or final side of the final set of this, I should say. Here we go. You all may notice I'm holding my core with this. Whenever I'm not holding a weight with a unilateral exercise such as this, I like to hold my core just because it's kind of a different version or a different way to work that mind to muscle connection. This ensures that I am engaging my core because I can feel it physically engaging. So just a little tip, it helps to feel the muscle that is supposed to be being worked. Okay, y'all, we are almost done. We're gonna do 2 sets of 30 seconds, bear hold with the ball squeeze. If you are earlier postpartum, I would recommend either doing 15 to 20 seconds or 10 seconds if that's what you need. Or your other option would be right here, going up and going down. Going up and going down. My only thing is, if you're going to do that, really pay attention to those inhales and to those exhales. You know, you're inhaling as you're going back down, exhaling as you squeeze the ball and go back up. If you're gonna hold it for 2 sets of 30 seconds as I am, and I will let y'all know when it's been 15 seconds, when it's been 20 seconds, just in case you are doing the shorter option for this. For those of you that are doing 30 seconds, hold that squeeze, hold that core engagement the whole time without holding your breath, all right? So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna lift up my shirt so you can physically see my core engagement. So for a bear hold, those toes are tucked because we're gonna go up an inch with it. That ball is ready to be squeezed. So exhale, squeeze, lift it up. We're holding for 30 seconds here, okay? If you start to lose that core control, maybe you feel a little bit of intra-abdominal pressure, my advice, drop it down and reset, all right? We want a good flat back with this, all right? We are still breathing. Like I said, we have 10 seconds left, so keep holding. Yes, you're gonna feel it in your quads. Yes, you're gonna feel it in your shoulders. Yes, you're gonna feel it in your abductors. 3, 2, 1. Great job, y'all. All right, about 15 seconds rest, and then we're gonna knock out our final set of this, our final exercise of the day, all right? Are we ready? Y'all are killing it, I know you are. I hope your core feels fired up and ready to go. Let's do this final set in 5, 3, 2, here we go. All right, y'all. Those knees are just about an inch off of the ground, and that core, just so you can see, is staying here and engaged the whole time as I inhale, do slight inhale and slight exhale. So I'm not holding my breath. We should never be holding our breath during any exercise ever, all right? Almost done, y'all. Keep holding. If you're losing that engagement and need to drop down, do so. 3, 2, 1. Good job, ladies. All right, we are done. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learned a little something. And I hope that you feel, if you didn't already feel confident in that deep core connection before doing this, maybe you feel like it was, you know, a little bit more confidence was gained. You're like, okay, that made a little bit more sense, or that verbiage clicked a little bit more. Either way, I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all are awesome. I'll see you for the next workout.